Hello, welcome to my video. Today I'm going to be going over some of the movies that I own. I have a lot of movies here. So this video, I'm not sure how long it will be, but I'm going to go over all of them. I have some that I didn't bring up here because I just didn't feel like that was necessary. Like, it was some VHSs. That can be a separate video. I think there's like some TV, but there is some TV in here. I'll make some more videos. We're gonna start with Blu-rays because I have significantly less Blu-rays than I do anything else. The first movie I'm gonna show is Dog Day Afternoon. This stars Al Pacino. It's directed by Sidney Lumet. He also did the movie 12 Angry Men. Great movie. But this one is really, really good. I recommend everyone watch it. It's John Cassavetes, I want to say. And Al Pacino, and they're trying to rob a bank. It's a really good movie. Check it out. Next up, I have a copy of Michael Jackson Moonwalker. This is like one of Michael Jackson's like music video movies. I really loved this as a kid. I had it on VHS growing up, and one day I really wanted to watch it, and for some reason I bought it on Blu-ray, which I'm not really sure why I did that because there's so many movies that I love that I have never purchased on Blu-ray before. But Michael Jackson's Moonwalker made the cut. So the last Blu-ray that I own is The Holy Mountain. Wow. This is a movie that I don't have the same opinion on it that I did when I was in high school, but when I was in high school, I was obsessed with this movie. I made everybody I know watch it. I've probably seen it maybe a dozen times, and that was like in like a 3-month period when I was obsessed with this movie in high school. I have different opinions on this now, especially on the director, Alejandro Jodorowsky. Sort of kind of a weirdo. I've learned more about him, and I sort of have different opinions on him, but anyways, I really loved it in high school. I thought it was groundbreaking. I would just like get super baked on edibles and watch this, and just like I used to think it was like giving me messages and shit, which I think is part of the point of the movie. I think what changed my opinion on it during that period of time was that I watched it, this is a huge mistake, I watched it with the director's commentary. And hearing the director talk about his intentions with the movie and things like that sort of ruined the mystery and weirdness about the movie that I found really appealing. So I would recommend, if you have any really weird movies that you really like, don't watch the director's commentary. Next, we're going to be moving into my DVDs. There's a lot of DVDs in here. I think I accidentally grabbed a couple Xbox games, but that's for a different video. We're gonna start with one of my favorites. I know you're supposed to save best for last, but this is really the best. I think you can watch it right here on YouTube if you just type in the name. I really need you to go watch it. Televoid. This is a movie called Televoid. Music by Telespy featuring Sir Mix-a-Lot. So I got this. This is a 2-film collection. The other film in here is The Gate to the Mind's Eye. I got these 2 movies for like $1 at Goodwill back in high school. This is like really early CGI animated music videos. Where they really, I feel like they just wanted an excuse to make something in CGI, and so they did this like weird music video thing. It's got really gross, kind of creepy vibes, but I recommend everyone watch this. I try to show this to so many different people, and I love it. But it's on YouTube, so check it out.
Hey, this isn't Seinfeld.
Okay, next up we have a 2-film collection. The Devil Wears Prada and 27 Dresses. One of my shames is that I actually have not seen 27 Dresses. I've only watched The Devil Wears Prada. I heard they're making a Devil Wears Prada 2. I honestly don't care. I don't care. This is TV, so this doesn't really count, but since I have it in the pile, I'll show it to you. It's Teen Titans Season 2. Okay, so what's up with this? Teen Titans was like my favorite cartoon growing up. I loved it. The thing that I loved the most was the season that had Tara. This is the season that has Tara. I always related to her because I get pissed off. So this movie or TV show, this season specifically, is like my favorite. I think it also has the episode where Starfire accidentally ends up in the future, and then like Beast Boy's like fat in a cage in a zoo, like Robin is Nightwing. I thought that shit was so cool when Robin came out as Nightwing. But love Teen Titans. Next up we have a sort of weird, crappy B movie. It's not that crappy. Planet of the Vampires. This one is really cool for a couple different reasons. One thing is that the movie, every single actor spoke a different language. Some of them were speaking Spanish, some of them were speaking Italian, some of them were speaking English. The movie is fully in English. So for the scenes where the actors were all speaking different languages to each other on set, they just dub over everything in English, but you can see their mouths are not synced up to the audio because it's in a different language. So a really interesting movie. It basically has the same plot as Alien. Honestly, some of the set design looks kind of similar, but it's people that go to Alien World, they find like an abandoned thing going on. It's literally just like Alien, and I think somebody, I don't know who, but somebody said that this movie did actually inspire Alien. But if you like sci-fi movies, if you like B movies, I would recommend this one. This is a pretty high quality B movie as far as those go. Next up, we have another favorite of mine. I've only watched this a couple times, but I really liked it as a kid. I thought the special effects were so good. When I was in like middle school and high school, I really liked it. This is called Street Trash. Sometimes this is considered a melt movie. I think that is a made-up term that people use. I don't know what other movies are melt movies, like Raiders of the Lost Ark. But as you can see, it's a movie where people melt. They drink this liquor that you can see on the back of the box, and it makes them melt. Just really nasty special effects. I think the YouTube channel Red Letter Media actually just did a review of this. I haven't watched their video, but I'd recommend it. If you buy a DVD copy, it comes with stickers of the alcohol bottle. I've since lost those stickers or used them, which I feel stupid about doing. Next up, another classic favorite movie. Most of these are classic favorite movies. John Waters' Pink Flamingos. If you haven't seen this movie, and you're like any type of gay or whatever, you gotta watch this. Obviously starring the world famous Queen of Filth, Divine. Honestly, this movie, I wouldn't say changed my life, but its depiction of just like nastiness and like unabashedly non-normative whatever is so awesome that I love it so much. I've seen this movie like maybe 5 times. Especially if you're trans, I feel like you should watch this movie. Everyone mentions it when they talk about Divine, but she, like inspired the look for Ursula in The Little Mermaid. She's the queen. She's everything. She's the world. Everyone should watch this movie. There's a scene where they just eat a bunch of cops. It's awesome. You should check it out. Okay, vape break. Hold on. Girl, my cat was just licking her ass and I can hear it in these headphones. Next up, we have one of my personal favorite B movies. It's actually extremely boring. so maybe it's not one of my favorites. I think I've said that all of these movies are my favorites. Anyways, that's going to be a recurring theme. But this one I found on my own, by myself, bought it on Amazon. I made a like a screen printed t-shirt of it, which I don't have anymore. Best cover art ever. Robo Vampire. Fuck yeah. This movie is amazing. You can see it says martial arts down the side, Robo Vampire. It's got RoboCop, some sort of, I want to say like Russian, but that could be wrong, kind of guy, helicopter exploding. This movie is extremely boring. I'll try to find a clip and maybe put it in here, but he's brought back to life as a RoboCop in Trust. The costume does not look like this, but there's vampires in this movie, but the vampires really look sort of like more like werewolves, and then also they like hop. They like put their arms out and they like hop around. It's really, really stupid, but I just love the cover art on this one. I think there is a scene where I'm pretty sure they're real dead horses. They like cut open a dead horse and like stuff like cocaine inside of it to like smuggle it. I'm like pretty sure they were real dead horses. Like, I don't think they had the budget to get fake dead horses for this movie. I wouldn't really recommend watching this one. It's kind of boring, but I'll try to find the clip of the dancing werewolf vampires. Next one, I think the real movie heads will be jealous that I own this one. The original Dawn of the Dead. Not the remake, the original Romero Dawn of the Dead. This movie famously is out of print. Whoever owns the rights does not want to keep printing it. I found it at a store for like $10, so I had to buy it. This is the one where they're in the mall and they're holed up in the mall. Classic movie, classic zombie movie. This is the movie that made me extremely scared of zombies when I was really young. The scene of the dude getting ripped apart, I think that's in this one, literally scared the fuck out of me as a kid and made me so afraid of zombie stuff. Like, I couldn't watch The Walking Dead with my parents. The only zombie movie that I could really watch was Zombieland, and this movie is what made me so scared of vampires as a kid. Next up, we have an object of fixation for me, Dracula. This is the Dracula Legacy, complete legacy collection. This is like 6 Dracula movies. It's got Dracula, Dracula's Daughter, Son of Dracula, House of Frankenstein, House of Dracula, and Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. Obviously, the original Dracula is a classic. Dracula's Daughter, I sort of fuck with. It's kind of boring, but I like the sort of weird, almost lesbian themes in it. There's like a really cool scene where she's like in the graveyard talking about her body and how she feels about it, and like I really liked that specific scene. Next up, we have my actual favorite. I'm dead ass. I'm serious this time. Favorite horror movie of all time, The Blair Witch Project. If you are a fan of like found footage movies and you haven't seen this movie, you have to watch it. It's kind of boring, but if you have an issue with this movie being boring, then I don't think you should watch movies, because this is like a classic, awesome movie. I always related to this girl because she's really annoying and nobody likes her. I'm just kidding. I'm popular and well liked, I promise. What else is there to say about The Blair Witch Project? Oh, okay, this doesn't even really count. This is like a Pablo Picasso documentary. Who gives a fuck? Now we're getting into the good shit. I'm a big fan of like shitty horror movies, if you can't tell. We have these two. These are some really shitty sci-fi collection movies. This one is like Assignment Outer Space and Destroy All Planets. And then this one is Final Spaceship on Venus and Star Odyssey. I watched both of these collections one day. These are Family Dollar movies. I cannot remember a single thing about either of these. Next up, we have some of the only anime that I own. I'm not a huge anime person, but this is a season of an anime that I have only seen the OVA for, and I had a copy of the OVA on VHS, but I let somebody borrow it who I don't really have access to get it back from. When I saw the DVDs of the anime of it, I just bought it because I was like, whatever. But I really like the OVA. I would recommend you watch the OVA. I haven't watched the show, but this is Mezzo Danger Service Agency. I would recommend the OVA. I cannot speak on the TV show itself, and I think this is like the second season. I don't know. The OVA is cool though. It's got like blood and fighting and stuff, and maybe there's some weird stuff in there, like anime weird stuff, but I don't remember. I think there might be though. Now these used to be my favorite horror movies. These ones that I'm about to show you. Obviously been replaced by the Blair Witch Project, but I loved these movies in high school. Scream, the first one is the best, but Scream, it's like it's like the perfect slasher movie. If you haven't seen Scream, I don't even know what to tell you. Like, you gotta go watch Scream. That and Blair Witch Project. I was obsessed with Scream in high school. This is a video game. This is Halo. Okay. Next up, The Lost Boys. Again, I was really obsessed with vampires for a while. Although, admittedly, I think it's a good movie, but I don't really have any special feelings towards it. My dad was like getting rid of some DVDs, which I think should be illegal. But this movie's cool. You know, it's cool. This one, I sort of feel like I have to explain it. This is Monsters Crash the Pajama Party. This is like a collection of weird sort of, sometimes like advertisements, sometimes short films, sometimes longer stuff, sometimes like just weird experimental things, all relating around, you know, horror and Halloween and monsters and that kind of stuff. I learned about this through the Angry Video Game Nerds Monster Madness YouTube series back in the day, and I bought this on eBay so that I could put it on the TV at a Halloween party that we were having. Makes for really great background Halloween vibes if you're into that sort of thing. Ooh. So we have 2 movies left. Well, technically 6. Technically 6, but 2 DVDs. The Road Fury Collection, 5 movies. I'm a big fan of like shitty B movies and horror movies. These are really stupid. Here are the titles: Population Z, Cyber Vengeance, Steel Frontier, DEFCON 2012, and Delirium. Yeah, I don't know. This is kind of a stupid movie. Well, stupid movies, but it's over 7 hours. So if you have 7 hours to waste, this might be perfect for you. Now, the last one I'm gonna show you for today. Not a horror movie, but again, one of my favorites. I loved this movie as a kid. Everyone hates it, and I understand why, but I love how grimy and dirty and disgusting this movie is, and just like how stupid it is. I think it's awesome. Can you guess what it is? It's the Super Mario Brothers live action movie starring Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo. The Mushroom Kingdom is like an underground sewer that's covered in gross fungus and slime, and it's nasty, and it's like New York City in the 70s. It's like, it's awesome. It's awesome. If you don't like this movie, then you and I have a very different idea about what makes a movie awesome. This is the shit right here. Fuck all that animation shit. Fuck Illumination. Fuck Despicable Me. And they would never make some shit like this today. With that, I have now shown you all my movies that I own. I hope you enjoyed this video. I plan to make more. I want to make one on the NES, Super Nintendo, and N64 games that I own. I would also like to do one on my PS2 games. I'd like to do one on my PS3 games, and maybe maybe some other stuff. I have some Xbox games and like Wii U games that I'd like to show off. The PS3 and PS2 ones, those are, I have a lot. So I feel like I have a lot more than what I have for movies. I mean, this is like nothing for me. If you'd like to see that, let me know. I'm probably just gonna do it anyways. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I love you. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you later. Goodbye.